name is Samantha Larsen, and I'll be doing my presentation on Philipp Emanuel Bach, born in 1714 and he died in 1788. Carl Philipp Emanuel Bach was born to Johann Sebastian Bach and his second wife Maria. He's the second surviving son, and he was born in Weimar, Germany. He studied law for a little bit and following his godfather's footsteps, but historians believe he just wanted to continue with music his whole life. And he moved to Berlin shortly after his graduation and to become an accompanist to Frederick of Prussia, who played the played the flute. He was also the main keyboardist on the clavier for Frederick's orchestra. During that time, he had a lot of free time. He would only perform 3 or 4 nights a week, and then rehearsals were every day and things like that. But he had a lot of extra time that he spent creating keyboard sonatas, and that was he was mainly known for during that time in his life. But he also wrote a book on how to best write music and play music on keyboard. So mainly his keyboard sonatas during that time were meant for women, and he wrote these for women. So this is one of the songs. This is called Sonata for the Keyboard in D minor. As you can tell, the dynamic in this song really changes a lot. It goes all the way from piano, forte, and everything in between. I also said that the harmony is pretty skippy and content, because if you can hear it stays pretty same, but it jumps around, such as that. And the melody follows suit. And the melody is very thick and conjunct. And very imitative, as you'll hear throughout the rest of the song. Philipp Emanuel Bach does this a lot, where he sounds like he's about to end the song, but it's actually just starting a new movement of the song. As you can hear, it's in homorhythmic. And it really focuses on that right hand on the piano, or keyboard, sorry. And the left is just supporting it. And as you can hear, the meters in duple. Emanuel Bach, in this song really has this tempo and the dynamic, and everything else is just goes from thing to thing to thing and jumps everywhere, and it's pretty common of Bach in his sonatas during the keyboard for the keyboard. Carl Philipp Emanuel Bach is known as like the father of the transition between the Baroque style and the classical style. And during this during this Baroque time period, things were very dramatic, as you can hear in that last song. And he mainly split his life the historians split his life into two sections: his time in Berlin and his time in Hamburg. And his time in Berlin is more Baroque style. He's had simpler pieces, but still just very, very dramatic. They're mainly keyboard sonatas, mainly solos, and this was this big transition out of Baroque style. And then he mainly, as you could hear, would stick to the traditional teachings that his father taught him. But when he moved to Hamburg and became the director there, he became more experimental and extravagant. He wrote for symphonies and full orchestras, and he had this transition into this classical period. Even people such as Beethoven would comment that he was just this amazing transition from Baroque into classical. And a fun fact about him is that he even was more popular during his time than his father was. That people knew Carl Philipp Emanuel Bach more than they knew Johann Sebastian Bach. And then as his health decreased in the late 1780s, so did his publication. He tried to continue up with his works, but kind of failed to do so as he got sicker. His last work was completed a year before his death, called Kenner und Lebhar, which is a part of a collection of sonatas. And Carl Philipp Emanuel Bach died in 1788 in his home. Many composers still look to him as an amazing composer, and piano teachers across the world use his pieces to teach their students nowadays. And that's all for Carl Philipp Emanuel Bach.